Welcome to 1111, which is a segment for my podcast. Do you hear my chair? Sorry. Welcome to 1111, which is a segment for my podcast where I talk about a topic for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Today's topic is soulmates, something that, okay, as you know, growing up religious, soulmates was explained as like your other half of like the other part of your orange was what they said. And I always like believed that ideology. I was always like, okay, maybe, there is one person out in this universe who is going to complete me, or not complete me, but like I don't even know what people believe as soulmates being. Like soulmates is like your perfect match. And that was like, a lot of people look for that. A lot of people look for their soulmate and spend their whole life looking for a soulmate. And I feel like that's not correct. I don't believe in that. You know me, I like believing, like my brain thinks a lot of things. And I used to, I heard this article about souls not being real. How, we kind of just existed, and, there's no connection. And it's kind of like you are the same way as before you were born, if that makes sense. But I didn't really vibe with that because I do feel like, energies and stars and like the universe. I believe in that. I don't believe in soulmates. I believe that you can create a soulmate. I believe in like, you know, I feel like when you have the mindset of finding your soulmate, you have, there's a lot of like deal breakers for you. I feel like when you have this idea of like this perfect human for you, anything that doesn't, that, you don't vibe with, or that you're not okay with, you break up with them, or like, you move on, which granted, yes. But also, I feel like when you're in a mindset to like have a partner for a while, it's like you should work these things out and not be focused on like finding your other half. I feel like we're already complete as a human. We don't need another half to be complete, because it's like it's kind of like um when people believe in God and they're like, I am not complete without my God. It's a little weird. At least to me, it's a little weird when people are like, I am nothing without this God, or I am like, I will cannot like breathe, or like I cannot exist. Like granted, yes, if you believe in God or your higher power, yes. Probably I believe in like the universe. So yes, I wouldn't be here without the universe. But what I'm trying to get at is, don't be so like codependent on another human to like feel complete. If that's, yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. And I feel like when you're looking for a soulmate, it's like you're looking for someone to like make you happy, or you're looking for someone to make you full. Granted, we do want a partner that makes us happy, but we should be happy as a whole, by ourselves. And I don't think, being like, I need to find someone who's exactly like me is the way to go. But I do believe, okay, so in my book, I read this book called The Old Soul's Guidebook. I recommend that book 10 out of 10. It talks about being an old soul. I fully believe that I'm an old soul. I don't think I'm going to reincarnate again. I feel like this is my last life, just because of the fact that we'll talk about this another time. Um, but the book talks about how when you're before you reincarnate, you're in this astral plane, and you are surrounded by all these different souls, and these are your soul families. And it's just a lot of random souls in that soul family, little plane, before you reincarnate, that these specific souls are the souls that you will like get along with, no matter the distance, no matter, if they're dead, if they're alive, whatever it is. Like, these are the souls that will always, you'll feel a special connection to. And I believe in that. Because there's just like all the people that you like really get along with like so well, and like, there's probably been a very, either like a very long relationship, or there's always, you just click right away. I feel like those are soul families. Um, and I think maybe soulmates can be friends as well. I don't think. Okay, let's pretend we believe in soulmates. We're pretending. Okay, I believe in a soulmate. I believe that there is. I don't believe that there is just one person for me. I think we're capable of loving more than one person in our lifetime. I think that if you have this ideology of like one person for me forever, forever, and like my soulmate, yada yada, what happens when this person dies and you like get stuck on this like I only have one soulmate forever? It's like, dog, you literally just like, you know, you put so much of your energy and like all of your care into this human being, you forgot that there's so many more other humans around. So it's like now you're just gonna be like so sad all the time, you know? So that's like where I come from. I also like don't really think that there's like one person who is going to be your 100% match, because I feel like these type of things take work, and I feel like building a soulmate is like kind of like, I don't know. I think that's what I kind of believe in. I think you create and like you make the relationship, and you evolve into a soulmate vibe. And I think that's beautiful. I would much rather appreciate creating a soulmate and like putting in the work of like, the bond, and like putting in the work of like, you know, um just of what the relationship is, like just putting all of that work into this person becoming your soulmate. And I feel like you would value that more than just this random human, and you like instantly feel. I feel like that's so like empath behavior. I feel like empaths believe in soulmates. I feel like empaths are like, yeah, soulmates for sure. I don't know, I just feel like that's what and I bet they're Capricorns as well. I bet Capricorns, empaths, and I feel like those two people believe in soulmates. So or Pisces. I feel like Pisces might believe. I feel like Pisces might believe in soulmates, just because. No, actually, no. Pisces are very smart, so I don't think so. Also, Pisces are like very in touch with like their universe. So I feel like they're the idea of like there's multiple soulmates, or the soul families, whatever. I feel like that's more of their vibe. But I feel like, I don't know, Capricorns. I don't know. Like, okay, don't you feel like when people are like, "You're my soulmate," don't you feel like that's very like, that's very, very red flag material. Like when some that seems like you're trying to gaslight me into, you're like projecting, like you're wanting me to think that like you're the only person for me. Oh my god, what if like that's oh what if like that's the tactic like Capricorns and like Geminis use to control, or Leos. Leos are very controlling. What if like that's a tactic that they use to like, trap people in their freaking like, like bad plans. Like, what if that's like a way that they use to manipulate you? They're like, yeah, you're my soulmate. That's a red flag. Honestly, if like a random person tells you that you're their soulmate, run. Because no. I think I've said people are my soulmates jokingly, so don't take it seriously. I would say you're my twin, for real. Actually, not a lot, but anyways. Yeah, so if like someone ever tells you that they're your soulmate, like run, because they're trying to gaslight you, stink. Let's be for real. They're trying to gaslight you into like accepting all of their bad behavior and toxic traits, because they're going to make you think that you're their soulmate, and like you're never going to find someone else because they're your soulmate. Like, no, stink. Be for real. We build our soulmates. We create our soulmates. We, work towards our soulmate status. For me, okay, for me, like it would be nice to, have this relationship with someone to where, you're kind of, I feel like you're on wavelengths with like a certain type of human, and like you're on the same wavelengths. I think that's beautiful. And I think that's, I feel like that's the closest I'll get to like quote unquote saying someone is my soulmate. But waves come and go, and I feel like they're not forever. And sometimes waves will, create a tsunami, and then it'll be over. So I just feel like we can't be stuck on this like they're my soulmate forever and ever. Like I feel like nothing is forever, but once you create the soulmate status in your relationship, once you create the status relationship, soulmate status, it's like you're building this relationship and it's gonna last because it's like a long-term thing. But yeah, I would say, um, if there are real, I don't think we have one single soulmate in our life. Um, I would say that when people, tell you like either right away or something that you're their soulmate, I feel like that's very toxic behavior because they're trying to gaslight you, stink. They're trying to make you think that they're the only person for you, and that's not true. There are so many more humans, but I do believe in the astral plane and having like, different souls with you, and um and like the people that you always connect to, like it could be your best friends, your family, whatever it is, or maybe people we haven't even met yet. It's like I feel like that's true. Like soul families, I fully believe in that because it's like, how do you have this connection so well to me, So I think that's real, but I don't believe in like just one single human being for me. I think I'm capable to love multiple people in my lifetime. And yeah. Sorry if this was a big ramble. I love you so much. Bye, be safe.